So, back, I got an update. If you saw the previous video that I published, I got this beautiful, beautiful copy of Action Comics number 61. And after I've inspected it thoroughly, I found out that this book actually was doctored, restored extensively. And I made the following observations when I went on comicsorg.com. By the way, if you don't know about Comicsorg, it's a wonderful place for a comic book resource website, and you can basically take most books, if not all comic books that have been published in the past 100 years, and they'll show you the content and the page count and all these things. So as I was checking the page count, I made the observation that some of the pages, I don't know if you could see over here, they were trimmed. They were actually cut off. It's really interesting what happened here. You see? They were cut off over here. I don't know if I'm having any luck with that, but yeah, they were cut off and they were rearranged. This happened in a couple of occasions with this book, so I'm not too sure what to make out of this. Long story short, I reached out to the seller, and I told him that this is what's happening over here, and I'm not too sure if I want to hold on to this copy as much as I love it. He suggested that I could either do a return if I wanted, or he can knock off an additional $200 off the total price, which will bring it to a total of $100. Which made me took that offer, and I said, like, you know what, I'm happy to own this book, even though I know it's restored, and I know that there are some page rearrangements in there. So basically what it is, it's there's been a couple of pages that have been cut out and replaced from a different book. I guess like this is it's either married pages from a different copy, or I don't know what it is, but this is all original pages. So I don't think that there's definitely no photocopy pages in here or anything like that. It's just that they took the pages from likely a different book and attached them to this, glued them in. They did a very good job at it, let me tell you that. I mean, like, you wouldn't even think about picking it up unless, like, you sit down with, like I did with comicsorg.com and comics.org and looking at the table of contents over here and figuring it out. So so I ended up keeping it and I paid a total of $100 for it. So I'm happy. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with it at this point, whether I'm gonna send it to get graded or not. I mean, obviously, if I'm gonna go get it graded, it's gonna be flagged as at the very least as a qualified copy. I don't know what the notes are gonna say, if the pages have been rearranged or whatever it's gonna show. But it's a restored copy. But again, it's such a beauty. It's such a beautiful copy, and the most important thing is that it's all original. And I'm not opposed to that. I mean, if this was like a coverless copy and it had a facsimile cover attachment or page or interiors, then I would definitely have returned it. But being that all the content and everything is still original and it presents so beautifully, I may even get it graded. So that's an update on what happened with Action Comics number 61.